Right, welcome back everyone. Happy New Year. Back in the workshop, had some time out. I was pissed off last time about the mould, but thanks to Kiz Time, I believe that's his username, I'm gonna crack the rest of that filler out of this mould and then dribble some gel coating, bit of tape over it for it to dry because I don't have a wax additive yet and I've ordered some, but it's not here. But I thought, let me give this a go. We can save this mould. Let's get on with it. Now that I've been given some advice on fixing it, I'm not so precious with it, but I haven't actually chipped the gel coat yet. So I'm going to keep taking this out, get it fixed and see what happens. Right, so that's all chipped out. I think I'm going to try and get these little bits with a bit of sandpaper, and then I've cracked through here where it was a bit thin, so chances are that would have happened anyway. So yeah, let me hit this with some sandpaper ins and get these bits gone. So I've got one little tiny hole here, but when I hold it up to the light comes through in places, so I don't know how I'm going to repair that. I wonder if I should just patch it from the outside with some tape and then, yeah, pull a mould from it. Okay. I'm going to give this all a polish, I reckon. Like, there's a few bits. I don't know whether to keep going at them. Yeah, let me sort out those few little bits.
The next morning.
There's no knobbly bits left. There's a little bit of damage here and a little tiny bit in this corner. Rather than repair that, it's freezing. That's going to take forever to kick the gel coat and whatnot. I'm freezing as well. I don't want to be out here that long. So the plan is I'm going to line all the inside of the mould with parcel tape. I was going to use aluminium tape, but I've got 2 rolls of it somewhere. I can't find it. And I'm not leaving the house. I can't be bothered. So I'm going to line the whole thing as smooth as possible with parcel tape to create a barrier. And then I'm going to lay up some gel coat, and pull a mould. It'll work. I know it'll work. Not conventional, but I'm not conventional. Right, so that's coated in parcel tape, and then with the tight radius corner over here, just a heat gun to smooth it in. No major lumps, fully sealed up. So onto this, I'm even going to wax it, belts and braces, and the reason I'm doing it this way is because I can't, if anything goes wrong in the next step, I'm not losing this mould, because I ain't making it again. I need this side, the pull to be done so I can get it on the bike and then carve the other side out. I do know everywhere I've gone wrong. I know all the things I shouldn't do again in future. So yeah, this is save it rather than quit. And even if this does go wrong, it would have been scrapped anyway. But yeah, guys, bit of ingenuity, a bit of understanding how materials work, and a little bit of basic science, and yeah, you won't steer yourself wrong. And again, anyone who's watching this stuff, who's known me for a long time, knows I always pull off the unconventional, not because I'm lucky, but mainly because there's a method to my madness. So I'm going to clean this space now and get some gel coat in there, and then get back in the warmth and play Arc Raiders. Slap a bunch of this mould release wax, which is basically just carnauba wax at double the price. So that's all got a nice coating of wax on it. Give that 30 minutes to off gas and then add some more. And again, this will work. freezing. So that first coat's on. I did put a bunch more wax on. I didn't film that. I think I did 3 coats in the end because I know it will come off the tape. First coat's on. I'm going to give that a couple of hours and then add another coat. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I did last time. Yeah, a bit more deliberate. I spread this coat out a bit more. Next one I'm going to put on, yeah, a couple of hours time. I'll set a timer, come out and do that. And then I'll leave that overnight. And then tomorrow I'm going to lap some fiberglass. And then, yeah, let's see if we did save this or not. Right, I've just had a look. I'm going to add the next coat now. So I added the other coat now. Nice and thick, so I've got something to actually sand once I pull it. But yeah, let's let that kick overnight. I'm going to go warm myself up and play some Arc Raiders. The next day, we are tacky, but nothing's coming off. It is freezing, but I feel I owe it to you guys to put an episode out. The 6 of you that come back every week. So let me chuck some fiberglass in there. Let's pull a mould. See if this works. Yeah. Right, I'm going to get some mat ready. I'm going to try and do it in one piece, I guess. At least the base of it. Well, I apologise for the slightly repetitive angle, but there's not much I can do. So I've torn up a base layer in and that vertical there. I figure if I start there, yeah, I'm going to start with that. So let me mix up some resin. So I'm mixing this at 2%. So 400 grams, what's that? 8 grams of hardener. So yeah, let's get that mixed. Little syringe poo. What did I say? 8 grams, 8 grams. At some point I will get a more accurate big scale. You don't need to see me mix that. Or maybe you do. Maybe you got a mixing fetish. Right, I filmed most of that and then the battery ran out. But yeah, there's 3 layers have gone down. I've got one corner that might be problematic over there, but it should be all right. It should be all right. As long as I can get it good on this side, yeah, that'll be fine. It's a bit of tissue over the top. But yeah, that's done. I'm gonna let that kick. I'm not touching that again until tomorrow. It's freezing. Plus I hate fiberglass.
The next morning.
It's now the next day and it's freezing. Time to end this emotional roller coaster, as Ian put it. So, yeah, let's trim up and then see if we can pop it out. Okay, so it's not stuck. There we go. So my tape idea was great. And then the finish looks respectable. Let's get an airline in there and see if we can pop some movement. Although the airline idea is only going to really work if the air can't escape. So it'll just find the path of least resistance. So I'm not convinced with this shape. Yeah, look, we got movement there. That's nice. Yeah, nothing there. A little bit there. What about this corner? Right, I've got wedges, plastic ones, I've got no wooden ones. Right, and remember, I only need this part so we can model it in 3D and then print it. Let me get some wedges in there. In fact, let me fast forward this bit. Almost got it. Look, we're popping. This should be the moment of truth. I did hear some cracking, but let's see. Hey! Do you know what? That is nowhere near as bad as I thought it'd be. And didn't damage that mould. Not bad at all. Could have been a lot better, but also could have been a lot worse. A few little rough bits here and there. Loads of wax on it. Look at that ugly thing. I made this. I'm actually really happy with that. Like, I'm going to give it a rough trim down and hold it up in place. Be right back. Look at that fit. Listen. If you can't see what I'm trying to achieve now, you're never going to see it. That is fucking banging. Like banging. Look. Beautiful. There's the lineup right there. That. I'm chuffed. Again. Roller coaster of emotions. Looks good from the front. That line there is pretty good. Cuts all that really well. Follows the tank nicely. Yeah, that's actually hyped me up to want to be out here more. You know what it's like this time of year. Look, it's freezing. Who wants to be doing this? But this is why I want to be doing this. So guys, thanks for watching. Kiz time, dude, thank you very much. Like, I didn't follow your exact advice, but you gave me enough to help me out. Ian, the emotional ride is over. We have a part. Now I need to hope Mr. Martin can model this for me. So the other side is a quarter of the time. But then we get to 3D print one. So yeah, guys, have a great week. And I'll see you soon. I think next weekend, I'm going to break out the MDF and the woodworking stuff and get on with the new towel unit.
Hey, bark, bark.